Do your legs ache more than they used to? Do you wake up in the morning, step out of bed, and feel stiffness, pain, or discomfort in your legs? If so, you're not alone. Many people think leg pain is just a part of aging, but what if I told you that the foods you eat could be making it worse? That's right. Certain foods trigger inflammation, weaken your joints, and make every step more painful. But the good news, the right foods can actually help reduce pain and keep your legs feeling strong and mobile. In today's video, I'll reveal 8 common foods that can worsen leg pain. And more importantly, I'll show you what to eat instead to keep your legs healthy and pain-free. Stick with me until the end because I have a special tip that could change the way you feel every day. Let's get started. Why your diet affects leg pain. Most people think leg pain comes from aging, overuse, or maybe an old injury. But did you know that what you eat plays a huge role in how your legs feel every day? Certain foods trigger inflammation, weaken your muscles and joints, and even affect blood circulation, all of which can make your leg pain worse. On the other hand, the right foods can help reduce swelling, strengthen your bones, and improve flexibility. So before we get into the 8 foods you should avoid, let's quickly understand why diet matters so much when it comes to pain management. Inflammation. Some foods cause your body to release chemicals that make your joints and muscles swell, leading to more pain. Poor circulation. If your blood flow is restricted, your legs won't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. Nutrient deficiencies. If you're not getting enough key vitamins and minerals, your bones, nerves, and muscles suffer, causing pain and discomfort. Now that you know why diet is so important, let's dive into the 8 foods that could be making your leg pain worse and what you should eat instead. 1. Refined sugar. Refined sugar might taste sweet, but when it comes to your legs, it's anything but. Found in sodas, pastries, and even your morning cereal, refined sugar triggers inflammation in the body. It causes spikes in blood sugar, leading to increased production of inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. These chemicals make joint pain worse, weaken your muscles, and can even damage your nerves over time. Ever notice that after eating a sugary snack, you feel a quick burst of energy, but then soon after, you crash and feel sluggish? That's because sugar causes rapid inflammation and energy dips, making it harder for your legs to stay strong and pain-free. Some of the biggest culprits are soda and sugary drinks, pastries, cakes and cookies, candy and processed snacks, as well as white bread and sugary cereals. So, what should you eat instead? Try swapping refined sugar for berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, which are packed with antioxidants to fight inflammation. Dark chocolate, with at least 70% cocoa, can satisfy your sweet cravings without the harmful effects of refined sugar. And if you need a sweetener, opt for natural options like honey or pure maple syrup, but always in moderation. By cutting out refined sugar and choosing natural, anti-inflammatory alternatives, you'll feel the difference, not just in your legs, but in your overall energy and health. Now, let's move on to the next food that might be causing your leg pain. 2. Processed carbohydrates. Have you ever noticed that after eating a bowl of white pasta or a slice of white bread, you feel sluggish and bloated? That's because processed carbohydrates like white bread, white rice, and regular pasta act just like sugar in your body. They break down quickly into glucose, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar, which leads to inflammation and, over time, increased pain in your legs and joints. Processed carbs also lack fiber, which means they don't provide lasting energy or support for healthy digestion. Instead, they contribute to weight gain, which adds even more stress on your legs and joints. And if you already struggle with arthritis or nerve pain, these foods can make symptoms even worse. Some of the biggest offenders include white bread, regular pasta, white rice, crackers, and many breakfast cereals. So what should you eat instead? Swap out processed carbs for whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat bread, and oatmeal. These options are packed with fiber and essential nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. If you love pasta, try whole grain or chickpea pasta for a healthier alternative. By making this simple switch, you'll not only protect your legs from pain and inflammation, but also boost your energy and overall well-being. Now, let's move on to the next food that could be making your leg pain worse. 3. Fried foods. Crunchy, crispy, and delicious. Fried foods might be tempting, but they are one of the worst culprits when it comes to inflammation and leg pain. Foods like fried chicken, French fries, and onion rings are loaded with unhealthy trans fats, which trigger inflammation throughout your body. These fats not only increase joint pain, but also contribute to poor circulation, making it harder for your legs to get the nutrients they need to stay strong and pain-free. Another problem with fried foods is that they are often cooked in processed vegetable oils like soybean or corn oil. These oils contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, throw off the body's balance of good fats and lead to more inflammation. Over time, this can worsen conditions like arthritis, muscle stiffness, and nerve pain in your legs. Some of the worst offenders include fried chicken, French fries, onion rings, potato chips, and deep-fried snacks. So what's a better option? Instead of frying, try baking, grilling, or air frying your favorite foods. For a crunchy snack, opt for nuts like almonds or walnuts, which contain healthy fats that actually help fight inflammation. And if you're craving fries, bake some sweet potato fries with a little olive oil for a much healthier alternative. By cutting back on fried foods and choosing healthier cooking methods, you'll give your legs a break from unnecessary inflammation and pain. Now, let's move on to the next food that might be hurting your legs. 4. Processed meats. If you regularly eat deli meats, hot dogs, bacon, or sausages, you might be unknowingly making your leg pain worse. Processed meats are packed with preservatives, sodium, and unhealthy fats that trigger inflammation throughout your body. They also contain compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are known to increase oxidative stress and worsen joint and muscle pain. Another issue with processed meats is their high sodium content. Too much salt causes your body to retain water, leading to swelling and stiffness in your legs. If you've ever felt bloated or noticed your legs feeling heavy after eating salty foods, this could be the reason. Over time, excess sodium can also contribute to high blood pressure, which affects circulation and makes it even harder for your legs to stay healthy. The worst offenders include bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, and canned meats. So what should you eat instead? Opt for fresh, unprocessed sources of protein like grilled chicken, turkey, or fish, especially fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that help fight inflammation. If you're craving something savory, try roasted chickpeas or nuts for a healthier anti-inflammatory snack. By cutting down on processed meats and choosing whole natural proteins, you'll not only reduce leg pain, but also improve your overall health. Now, let's move on to the next food that might be causing you discomfort. 5. Dairy products. Dairy is often considered a good source of calcium and protein, but for many people, it can actually make leg pain worse. Milk, cheese, and yogurt contain a protein called casein, which has been linked to increased inflammation, especially in people with arthritis or joint pain. If your body is sensitive to dairy, consuming it can lead to swelling, stiffness, and discomfort in your legs. Another problem with dairy is its high saturated fat content. Foods like full-fat cheese, whole milk, and butter can increase levels of bad cholesterol and promote inflammation, making it harder for your body to heal and recover from pain. And for those who are lactose intolerant, dairy can cause bloating and digestive issues, which may contribute to overall discomfort and fatigue. The biggest culprits include whole milk, cheese, butter, ice cream, and flavored yogurts loaded with sugar. So what's a better alternative? Instead of regular dairy, try plant-based options like almond milk, coconut yogurt, or cashew cheese, which provide similar textures and flavors without the inflammation. If you need a source of calcium, leafy greens like kale and spinach are excellent choices, and they also contain other nutrients that support bone and joint health. By making the switch to anti-inflammatory alternatives, you'll give your legs a better chance to feel strong and pain-free. Now, let's move on to the next food that could be affecting your leg health. 6. Alcohol. A glass of wine with dinner or a cold beer on a hot day might seem harmless, but too much alcohol can take a serious toll on your legs. Alcohol is dehydrating, which means it pulls water from your muscles and joints, making them stiff and sore. If you already suffer from leg pain, drinking alcohol regularly can make it even worse by reducing the lubrication in your joints and increasing inflammation. Alcohol also disrupts the way your body absorbs key nutrients like magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D, all of which are essential for strong bones and healthy muscles. Over time, excessive drinking can weaken your skeletal system and contribute to conditions like osteoporosis or nerve damage, leading to chronic leg pain and discomfort. Some of the worst offenders include beer, cocktails with high sugar content, and excessive wine or liquor consumption. So what's a better option? Instead of alcohol, try herbal teas, infused water with lemon or berries, or even a refreshing glass of coconut water to keep your body hydrated and your muscles functioning properly. If you enjoy an occasional drink, limit your intake and opt for red wine in moderation, which contains antioxidants that may offer some health benefits. By cutting back on alcohol and keeping your body properly hydrated, you'll support better circulation, reduce inflammation, and give your legs the care they deserve. Now, let's move on to the next food that could be making your leg pain worse. 7. High sodium foods. If your legs often feel swollen, stiff, or heavy, your salt intake might be to blame. Processed and high sodium foods cause your body to retain water, leading to bloating and increased pressure on your muscles and joints. This extra fluid buildup can make leg pain worse, especially if you already suffer from arthritis or circulation issues. Too much sodium doesn't just cause swelling, it also affects your blood pressure and circulation. Poor circulation means your legs aren't getting enough oxygen and nutrients, which can lead to muscle cramps, numbness, and discomfort. Over time, a high sodium diet can even contribute to serious conditions like varicose veins or peripheral artery disease. The biggest culprits include canned soups, frozen meals, salty snacks like chips and pretzels, processed meats, and fast food. Even seemingly healthy options like restaurant salads or flavored rice dishes can contain hidden sodium levels that contribute to inflammation. So what should you eat instead? Opt for fresh, whole foods and season your meals with natural alternatives like garlic, lemon juice, or herbs instead of salt. If you need convenience, look for low-sodium versions of canned goods, or rinse canned beans and vegetables before eating to remove excess salt. By reducing your sodium intake and choosing fresher, more natural foods, you'll improve circulation, reduce swelling, and help your legs feel lighter and stronger. Now, let's move on to the final food that could be making your leg pain worse. 8. Fast food and highly processed meals. Fast food may be convenient, but it's one of the worst things you can eat if you're struggling with leg pain. Burgers, fries, pizza, and packaged frozen meals are loaded with unhealthy trans fats, refined sugars, and excessive sodium, all of which trigger inflammation and make muscle and joint pain worse. One of the biggest issues with fast food is that it's often made with processed oils and artificial additives that can interfere with your body's natural healing process. These ingredients contribute to poor circulation, increased oxidative stress, and even nerve damage, making it harder for your legs to stay strong and pain-free. The worst offenders include fast food, burgers and fries, frozen dinners, packaged snack cakes, instant noodles, and processed breakfast sandwiches. Even some low-fat or diet options are filled with artificial chemicals that can worsen inflammation. So what should you eat instead? Focus on fresh, whole foods that nourish your body rather than harm it. Home-cooked meals with lean proteins, fresh vegetables, and healthy fats will keep your joints mobile and your muscles strong. If you need a quick meal on the go, try a smoothie with spinach, berries, and almond milk, or a handful of nuts with fresh fruit for a balanced anti-inflammatory snack. By cutting down on fast food and processed meals, you'll not only reduce leg pain, but also boost your overall health and energy levels. Now, let's wrap things up with some final tips on how to keep your legs feeling great every day. Best nutrition tips for reducing leg pain. Now that you know which foods to avoid, let's focus on what you should eat to keep your legs strong, flexible, and pain-free. A well-balanced diet can make all the difference in reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and supporting healthy joints and muscles. Here are some of the best nutrition tips to help you move with ease and comfort. 1. Eat more omega-3 fatty acids. Healthy fats, especially omega-3s, are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They help reduce swelling in joints, ease muscle stiffness, and improve overall mobility. Studies have shown that omega-3s can help decrease the production of inflammatory compounds that contribute to joint pain. Some of the best sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, which are rich in EPA and DHA, two forms of omega-3 that are particularly beneficial for joint health. If you prefer plant-based options, try adding chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts to your diet. These foods provide alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, another type of omega-3 that your body can convert to EPA and DHA, though in smaller amounts. If you don't eat enough of these foods, consider taking a high-quality fish oil or algae-based supplement to support your joint health. Aim for at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week or a daily intake of omega-3 rich plant foods. 2. Load up on leafy greens. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are packed with essential vitamins and minerals that promote bone and muscle health. They are excellent sources of vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in bone mineralization and reducing inflammation. These greens also contain magnesium, a mineral that helps relax muscles, prevent cramps, and support nerve function. Magnesium deficiency has been linked to increased muscle pain and tension, so making sure you get enough is key to keeping your legs pain-free. An easy way to include more leafy greens in your diet is by adding them to smoothies, tossing them into salads, or sautéing them with garlic and olive oil for a delicious side dish. 3. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make muscle pain and stiffness worse, so it's important to drink plenty of water throughout the day. When your body lacks water, your muscles can become tight and prone to cramping, making leg pain more noticeable. Water also helps flush out toxins and metabolic waste that can build up in your tissues, contributing to inflammation and discomfort. Additionally, staying hydrated keeps your joints lubricated, which is essential for smooth, pain-free movement. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day or more if you're active. If plain water feels boring, try adding fresh lemon slices, cucumber, or a splash of coconut water for extra hydration and natural electrolytes. Herbal teas, especially those with anti-inflammatory properties like ginger or turmeric tea, are also great alternatives. 4. Choose whole grains over refined carbs. Refined carbohydrates like white bread and pasta can cause spikes in blood sugar that lead to inflammation. Instead, opt for whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, and oats, which are rich in fiber and essential nutrients that help keep your blood sugar stable, reducing inflammation, and supporting sustained energy levels. Whole grains also provide B vitamins, which are important for muscle function and nerve health. These vitamins help prevent leg cramps and keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. Switching from refined carbs to whole grains is a simple but effective way to support your leg health. 5. Incorporate anti-inflammatory spices. Spices aren't just for flavor, they can also provide powerful health benefits. Turmeric and ginger are 2 of the best natural anti-inflammatory foods that can help reduce leg pain and stiffness. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound known for its ability to decrease inflammation and relieve joint pain. Studies suggest that curcumin may be as effective as some over-the-counter pain relievers for reducing arthritis symptoms. However, curcumin is best absorbed when combined with black pepper, so try adding both to your meals. Ginger has been shown to improve circulation, reduce muscle soreness, and ease pain caused by inflammation. Drinking ginger tea or adding fresh ginger to smoothies, soups, or stir-fries can help keep your legs feeling their best. 6. Get enough vitamin D and calcium. Strong bones are essential for reducing leg pain, and 2 key nutrients for bone health are vitamin D and calcium. Without enough calcium, your bones become weak and more prone to fractures. And without vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium properly. Good sources of calcium include almonds, broccoli, sesame seeds, and fortified plant-based milks. Dairy alternatives like almond milk and coconut yogurt often contain added calcium to help meet daily needs. Vitamin D is just as crucial as it helps regulate calcium levels in your bones. The best natural source of vitamin D is sunlight, so try to get at least 15 to 30 minutes of sun exposure a few times a week. If that's not possible, foods like salmon, eggs, mushrooms, and fortified plant-based milks can help. In some cases, a vitamin D supplement may be necessary, especially during winter months when sun exposure is limited. 7. Limit processed and artificial ingredients. The more natural your diet, the better your legs will feel. Artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and heavily processed foods can contribute to inflammation and pain. Many processed foods contain unhealthy fats, added sugars, and excess sodium, all of which can worsen symptoms of joint and muscle discomfort. To avoid these harmful ingredients, focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and lean proteins should make up the majority of your diet. Preparing meals at home with fresh ingredients is one of the best ways to ensure you're eating foods that support your leg health. Dear friends, we've covered a lot today. 8 foods that could be making your leg pain worse, and more importantly, what to eat instead to keep your legs strong, flexible, and pain-free. The truth is, small changes in your diet can lead to big improvements in how you feel every single day. If you've been struggling with leg pain, don't feel discouraged. Your body is incredibly resilient, and by making better choices, one meal at a time, you can reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and regain the freedom to move with ease. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these food swaps are you going to try first? Have you noticed certain foods making your pain worse? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on staying active, healthy, and pain-free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay well.